pins or coins, and I'm here with Jeremy from Halumin, somebody that we spent a bit of time in my basement working on setting up lighting for ancient coins. And so Halumin has come out with a coin-specific light box that will help make your coins look beautiful. And so I'm going to ask Jeremy to give us a little bit of a tour. I also gave him a Sicilian coin that's beautiful silver, and we'll get to see what the end result of taking a video of that or a picture of that is. So Jeremy, if you don't mind.
This is like a magical reunion, Dean. It's good to see you back,
buddy.
Good to see you too. So I'm going to show you how the internal workings of the device work first, and then we'll move over and we'll watch what is actually going to happen on the big screen. And so the device basically consists of 3 different lights, a lid component, and then this ring. This first light, this panel lights up. We call this the field light. It sends light through this filter, and then inside of the lid there's a panel of plexiglass, and it bounces that down. This filter keeps the light from hitting directly on the coin, so it directs it that way and then straight down at the coin. So this gives you your field light for if you have proofs, really shiny coins, as well as if you have tone coins or you have a patina that you want to see. That light's going to really illuminate that color really well. The halo, this is a part of my bigger device. We shrunk it down, and we have the 2 hemispheres of that halo, the left and the right. And then in addition to that, the halo itself rocks back and forth. And so what that gives you is the ability to rake the light over the coin, particularly with ancient coins. You've got those contours, they're not flat, they're thick, and so you can kind of align the light with the part of the coin that's most flattering, and you can see what you're looking at. So in a typical usage situation, you'd put the coin on the pedestal, or you'd use our slab holder if it's in a slab. Set it on there, and then you set the lid on, and then your phone goes on top, and you can operate the controls and the knob like that, and you use the phone screen to actually see what you're doing and then capture the phone. I'm going to move it over to here so we can have a bigger view. I created a lid that's got this camera that's attached to, sorry, there's like a cable is there. All right, thank you. The camera's attached directly to the TV, so we can start. I'm going to show you a couple of different versions of this, so you can kind of see what it does. With an ancient coin, it's great because they're never flat; they're like thick, so you've got a lot of detail to work with. Right now, the halo is level, and it's set at equal intensity on both sides. So that's like a really basic, all of the edges are illuminated and you get all that detail. But say you're inspecting the coin, and especially if it's like a darker coin, we call this inspection mode because you can turn it down to where the edges glow, but the actual front-facing elements are kind of dark.
Gotcha.
And then when I rock it back and forth, you'll start to see like all the different, basically the surface quality of the coin.
Wow.
So the light changes dramatically based on, the angle. So, we're trying to get that face to light up. And is that a dolphin?
Yeah, it's a Sicilian coin.
Oh, that's cool. So you can see the writing better, like in that type
sure.
of, and the patina starts to show. So that's with just using the halo. You can also, if you wanted more drama, you can turn down one side of the halo. So if so you can kind of create like the look that you want. You can just basically barely make it glow on one side, punch it on the other, so you get. And for that coin, that actually looks pretty good. There's a second option. Some people like a more minimalist approach with less contrast. So I can turn those lights off. I'll go to completely black. And the field light, that first one that bounces through that filter, if you turn that up, that's going to give you where all the edges are going to be dark and the front-facing elements are going to be light. So this is a more traditional look, but you also see like the kind of the texture of that metal, and that's a more accurate depiction of the patina, like the color of the coin. So you can do that if it's shiny, which in your case there almost never are, but it's beautiful on like a proof or something like that. And then you can mix those. So if you think about this light, like this is your sort of contrast light, like when you increase that, the contrast decreases because all the shadows are filled. If I wanted to do something that was more sort of like artistic or just a more textured approach to it, I'm going to use both. And so first of I'm taking that halo and tilting it so that the side that is up is on the side of the face. And again, it's up to you to, like, you should play with it and kind of find the look that works for you, but I'm just sort of showing you an option. I'm going to turn the field light off and turn this on to get that front light on the coin. And by the way, video clips of doing that is a great way. I noticed you have the ones that flip around, but that movement is really helpful in sort of seeing the character of it. So I can fill in the shadows. You can see parts of it are dark, so I can take that field light and bring it up. And now the contrast goes away, so it's not just a dark, shadow on the other side, but you see detail across the entire thing. You get the patina, and then you've still got a directional light, so it looks more natural, but you're kind of seeing everything that coin is about. So that's the gist of it. All in a little handy box. Pack small, plays big.
So it's a new project or a new development that Halumin's come up with, a very affordable option, and I think something that collectors probably can get a lot of use out of. That's why they're here at the coin show, to kind of introduce this Halumin C, right?
Yep.
As in coin, to kind of market to coin collectors, because obviously photography and lighting is one of the most difficult things about coins. And if you can nail it down with something like this, I think it's very helpful. So I appreciate the tour. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And we'll talk to each other soon.
All right.
Thank you.
Cool. Feel free to play with it.